basement improvements, including vapor barrier and associated. This basement was built on ledge rock, and there were a lot of problems because of water migrating into the space, and there was no vapor barrier. Consequently, there were mold and mildew issues. This is what we did to improve the situation. So for some reason, when this basement was originally constructed, they put this red column on a footing and didn't go down to bedrock. I mean, bedrock's all over here. They left about a foot of dirt, which is shale and some clay, and it's pretty hard, but it's undermining here. Here's bedrock. Some reason they didn't take that dirt off, which is a mistake, and you can see it's starting to crap out. And at some point after that, somebody came back and added these two lolly columns on either side and did in fact go to bedrock here and here. Actually, they drilled a hole in the bedrock there. I'm not sure why they did that, but it's in bedrock. So we're going to put the vapor barrier down here, and that's in the way. The fewer obstructions, the better. So we're going to take that old footing out. That old footing's gone, and she didn't move a whisker. We did a few calcs just to make sure, and provided some comfort, so we continued and took it out.
You can see the main lolly columns there, and that replaces what used to be there, which were kind of two temporary supports on either side of it. They are sitting here. So these were the temporary ones. So since then, we've put in this lolly column, pulled out the other two. That guy has cement in it. We just haven't pulled off the concrete or the cardboard sonotube yet. They actually put the vapor barrier in when the temporary supports were still here. So we cut around the vapor barrier and pulled those temporary supports out. So there's one there and there's one here. But they left us some leftover material, so we'll get this cleaned up, put some extra material over it, and tape it. And this was 5,000 PSI quickset concrete. We actually hung the lolly column first and then backfilled with concrete so that it was we got the alignment just right and didn't have to do any funny business with jacking or having things settle.
The chimney was sitting on soil which was undermining, so that had to be dealt with. We installed a small retaining wall. So this is important. This is the bottom of the footing. You want to get this concrete tucked up underneath there where the soil is, I don't want to say eroded, but it's just fallen out from underneath there. You want that concrete tucked right up underneath there tight. So we're just filling in by hand. Now, we were pouring full wheelbarrows before, but now it's a little more tricky. We're just shoveling by hand. Slow, but making progress. So we're continuing to pour concrete here so that the soil doesn't undermine the foundation. And it's kind of a cob job. Put some forms in here, do it by hand. Little cracks here, just stuff some insulation in so the concrete doesn't fall through. And just keep bringing it up in shallow lifts. So here we're good. We're on rock. The footing's on rock. It comes over here. Contractor didn't scrape down the rock here, so he's got dirt. There's rock. This is all dirt. So we're pouring concrete so that this dirt doesn't undermine the foundation all the way over to this chimney. So we'll just pour this concrete up to this level right here, bottom of the footing, bottom of this slab footing for the chimney. It's the rest of the basement built on the side of a mountain. We added rebar to our pour.
We've got a dehumidifier over here, which keeps it about 50% relative humidity. And so we're buying back some usable space, and you can see that we pinned up some 2x8s on the main beam for the whole house there, and then into that 2x8 put in some utility hooks so we can hang some of our bikes. And yeah, other than that, the foam is keeping everything dry. Dehumidifier puts out a little bit of heat, so it's actually pretty comfortable in here. It looks a little weird, but should be weather tight, and it's turning into a usable space. I think eventually we'll put some patio blocks down on the floor here to make it a little bit more user friendly. So this is where the fleet will spend the winter, hanging in here nice and dry where it's warm.
Woo!